Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. The kicker, Daniel Carlson, has this one teed up. And off we go here in Cincinnati. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
On one, ready?
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
11.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
On 2. Here we go.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Second down, Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Here we go.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. They get 25 on that connection, and the Bengals going to have a first down. A carry here for Brown. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7.
11.
Here's Brown. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
On 1, ready? Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 83 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. His kick is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
On 2, ready?
1st and 10.
Here we go.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. A first down throw for Burrow. Now he'll air one out. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Justice Hill to return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Second down, Jackson. He keeps it himself, and he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Quick throw, out wide, it's caught, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
He'll take a shot downfield from Musgrave. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
13.
Play action now. Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Jackson now on second down. There's a throw right side. It'll be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it's going to be fourth down. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
11 MT. Here we go. Shot.
Now Brown. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3.
11.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts.
On 1, ready?
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Shot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this one on the ground with Pierce. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Hill brought in motion. They run on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
That's going to be intercepted. He's inside the 40. Inside the 10. it. Now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Pistol formation with Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the gun, Jackson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, it's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. From the 34 now, it's first and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll find his tight end. It's Colby Parkinson. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Report! Hey, report!
Jackson up top again. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
This is caught at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Ravens. So that's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Carlson's kick is good, and the Ravens will even this score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On first down, Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That's caught! And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bengals go up by 7, 28-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. On play action. Here's Jackson. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Now he'll run it. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Quick throw on the RPO. It's Hill. He's to the 15. And he will go all the way. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And we'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Brown. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. To throw is Jackson. Now he'll run.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Now a 3rd and 2. Throwing Jackson. That'll be intercepted. A big hole. McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals will go up by 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, faking the give. He's going to look downfield once again. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
11, 11, 11, 11. Here we go. Dad.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go.
Here we go.
You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Catch is made by Romeo Doubs. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big...
He is in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. In motion comes Walker. A 1st down throw for Jackson. Again, working deep downfield. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, They need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. In trouble, and down he goes. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll come up here. 1st and 10.
Let's get set.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd down, Burrow. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. A gain there of 23 yards. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the 2nd-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Gun. Dot.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds. 0-0 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the 1st half.
42, Ravens 28.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the 2nd half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the ground to begin the drive with Pierce. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Play action now. Jackson. That's caught. It's Dameon Pierce. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Third and short, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
On 1st and 10, Jackson going for it all. He's got it! And he will score! Tez Walker! Touchdown, Ravens. Carlson now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will cut the deficit to 7. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 11 MT.
On 1st down, Burrow. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. That gains an even 60 yards. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Here's a run. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Bengals will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. A throw on the move is caught.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now Jackson on the move. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That is brought in. And he will score again. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Baltimore. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. Carlson able to knock through the extra point. And the Ravens will cut the deficit to 7. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
MT, take 11. Here we go, here we go. 12.
That
12,
is Musgrave,
12.
the man in motion. His drive will start on the ground. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Get set. Dot.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
1-1, ready? Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas. Dot.
They'll stay on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
11, Thomas. Here we go. 11, MT, take. 11, MT, take. Dot.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Gun. Dot. 11, MT, 11, MT. Dot.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
11, Thomas. 11, Mighty. 11. Here we go, here we go.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. A carry here for Brown.
On 1, ready?
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Dot.
Burrow. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A first down throw for Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And he's in! Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. He had the touchdown run earlier, Now add a TD reception. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals are going to extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A run up the middle with Pierce. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll stay on the ground with Pierce. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The motion man is Johnson. Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll try and set up the screen to Hill. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Jackson up top again. He's got it at about the 8. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Pierce. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. One more time, they try Pierce. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Third and goal for Jackson.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
11. Here we go.
On the ground, it's Brown. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On 2.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Burrow. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And he's taken down, up past the 35.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Here we go.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts.
On 2, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
The motion man is Johnson. A first down throw for Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That'll be taken in by Pierce. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
Again, it's Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack. Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Back to throw, Jackson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will cut the deficit to 7. The timeouts are gone, so this becomes a must. They're going to line up for the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays.
On one, ready?
There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Get set.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. For my partner, Greg Olson, for our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Who they think gonna beat them Bengals?